Quick, somebody tell a joke. Iskra, go.
Hey.
Whoa!
Just me over here, Rachel. What
Is there a bird in here?
Yes.
It's a snail.
Hey,
Cheers.
episode 65.
Oh, wow. It's like retirement age.
It is.
You're retired.
We're not close. Well, maybe. We'll see how this episode goes.
A forced retirement.
Hey,
cool.
don't joke about that.
Episode 65 announcement is if you are trying to catch up and or want just a recap of everything that's been going on in the first 60-ish episodes, go check out our YouTube channel and our TikTok where you will find some great 1-minute clips of me and Steven doing our best attempt at 10 episodes in about 50 seconds.
Oh my god.
Yes. They've been really fun to make. They've been a blast, and people think they're interesting and enjoyable. So go check those out.
Uplifting and encouraging.
His
King
radio.
Let's claim that real quick before somebody else does.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's the announcement. And I will give another thank you for a second week in a row to Slater Swift, who helped us set up this wonderful situation we're in. Nobody can see me!
No!
He set up this wonderful situation for us.
Nice.
Do we need to start again?
No, it's good. Also, thank you to our patrons, who's helped us already, just in the last couple of months, upgrade all of our microphone equipment and our setup with our cameras and everything, too.
When do we get to quit our daytime jobs and do this all the time?
I'll let you know. I'd love to. It'd be great.
Wow.
For you all.
When do we get to quit our daytime jobs and do this for?
Took me over 2 years.
We're almost there.
Way there.
I'll let y'all know. But anyway, if y'all could recap episode 64 for us, that'd be great.
Well,
Someone without popcorn in it.
Hey, I'm back. It's me again, and basically what we did the previous
Get something crinkly. Get
Do
something
it as
crinkly.
Pilgrim.
Get something crinkly.
I got it.
gross.
Can we get like 5 seconds of Pilgrim ASMR real quick?
That's what I call ASMR. Here, let's finally like this in ASMR. That's a good reason to try it.
Alright, episode 65.
Anyways, so yeah.
That's great TikTok. That's great TikTok content.
So we left the spider area, so we thought, and we wandered through the caves, and we entered a mushroom kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom!
Here we go! Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Ah.
And so, in the mushroom world, there were big blue mushrooms that were kind of incandescent is not the word, bioluminescent.
Yeah.
And they were filling the cave with blue light. And we made a camp to long rest down there. Pilgrim wants to be called Nemo now, his original name. And so that's a plot point. And while everyone was resting and fishing, and we found spooky skeleton fish that are translucent. And then while Loreleth was on watch with Strokoff, discovered that the big spooky spider, whose name I already forgot, is
Sagittarius?
Sagittarius. The Sagittarius is stalking
Scorpio,
us.
that's Scorpio.
We weren't sure 100% if it was stalking us, but now it has attacked Strokoff and paralyzed it. So we now know that the spider means business. Is back for revenge just because we killed her offspring, which is weird. And so now we're going to get into a fight with the...
When she started.
As Chris spins his hammer in his hands, he just looks up and goes, "We're about to John Wick this bitch."
John Wick Chapter 2.
Who's that?
Just stroke a boogaloo.
It's a stroke of boogaloo.
Yeah.
Stroga.
Who's John Wick?
Just stroke with a K.
Stroga.
You're not being serious.
I actually am. Who's
Fantasy John Wick.
Oh, it's the Keanu Reeves
Reeves.
series. The movie
The
series.
pencil guy. You've never seen it.
The fourth one is out right now, and it's 3 hours long.
Like, he gets involved. I've never seen it, but I did have a friend just very recently recap the whole first movie to me.
Let's do that now.
John Wick, Keanu Reeves, pisses off some type of mob boss for, like, I don't know, I think they tried to steal his car.
But he has a dog, right?
Oh, I'm getting there. John Wick has a really cool car. Somebody else wants it. He says no. Yes. Man comes in because he's mad that he can't buy the car and kills the dude's dog. And so John Wick goes on a killing spree.
Spoilers.
Kills everyone for killing his dog.
I see.
And that's the full recap of our last session in John Wick.
Yes.
It's an incredible movie.
Are you saying that
It's really good.
From this point forward, we will recap the previous session and one movie.
The spider.
One Keanu Reeves movie.
What movie do you want us to recap next? Let us know.
He said, Chris said, let's John Wick.
But it will only be recapped by someone who hasn't seen that movie.
Chris isn't killing us.
So Chris, seeing the paralyzed dog, is like, we're gonna go kill him.
Right.
Don't let her know that the dog dies.
We already said that.
You just said paralyzed.
She
Paralyzation
can't know that dogs die someday.
We'll 100% recap a movie.
My mom and my nephew recently went to see the newest one, and my nephew was so excited that they got kicked out because a lady complained.
Oh.
And so the movie theater gave them free tickets for another time.
Picture your nephew.
I don't know if this is a hot take. Don't go to a movie
He's
theater if you want people to be
11 or
quiet. Sorry,
But
it's
he's
a movie
severely ADHD. And doesn't get to go to the
Michael,
theater.
Michael had a
It was
question.
really sad.
Let's go.
I want to do something before we leave the tent.
Yes.
Slash, how many people are there with us? Can we say 9 or 10?
There are 9 people and a dog.
Okay.
And a fox.
And a fox.
But the fox is small enough to not count for this.
Before we leave.
Okay, stroke off small.
He's not.
That's
He's
foxist.
big-boned.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Before we leave, Thelen says, as a plan B, I'm going to give us all water breathing for the next 24 hours.
Whoa! That's a great plan B.
So,
Can you give stroke
All of
off
us?
water breathing?
I can give 10 willing
Dog's not ready for combat, actually.
creatures. So, yeah.
That's everybody.
That's everybody. All right.
It lasts for 24 hours, and you still
That's a long
retain
time.
your regular respiration as well. So,
Ow.
if at any point you need to jump into the water to be free, or if all of us want to just swim down and risk the dangers of the water over the dangers of
There are water.
the spider.
Wait, should we? Should we grab Shokoth and run for the water?
Yeah, who wants to grab stroke off?
Mage hand stroke off.
Wait, maybe if both of us do.
I think the only person who's strong enough to grab stroke off is Gwen.
How funny would that be?
I'll go grab
Now,
Dan, that's a soul fight planned out. We're like, we're going to the water.
one. That's good.
far? That's a perfect circle. 1, 2. How
lake.
far away from? How far away from Strokeoff am I right now?
Somewhere between 30 to 40 feet.
It's pretty far.
Mage hand.
Well, I was gonna say that I could disappear, grab him, disappear again back where we are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He weighs
You're strong
120
enough to do
With him
that?
being paralyzed,
Yeah.
that seems like the best plan.
Well, I don't have to move at all.
Yeah.
I would just appear beside him and then disappear and reappear with him.
You probably should have done
I'm
it
carried.
already without even talking to us.
No, wait. I have things to do before we start fighting.
Also,
Yeah.
so I just cast.
This is out of game.
I just
This is
cast.
the gods talking before they enter.
I cast water breathing, so we have 24 hours to breathe in water.
All right, we better move quick.
And I'll get Strokeoff, and I'm gonna
It'll last for 4
just try
episodes.
to. I'm gonna rapid disposition over to Strokeoff.
Okay.
Is he allowed to do that before we roll initiative?
Oh, he is, yeah.
Oh.
We're not in combat
Not
yet.
in combat yet.
All right.
That is your bonus action to go and do that, and you can appear next to him. Is water breathing concentration?
For 24 hours? It is a cast and buff.
Yeah, is there a duration? It'll give a time, it might have an asterisk, and it might say concentration.
No, it just says 24 hours.
Great. Then
I'm not missing it, am I?
I'll double check.
It's just a little C.
That would be really unfortunate to be under, and then
Oh my
Bella gets hit by a rock.
Gosh, yeah. But also to
Casting time is 1 action, so no concentration.
Okay.
being,
Yeah.
but having concentration,
concentration.
for 24 hours, that would be insane.
I'm gonna bounce.
Can I have a question
Yeah.
whenever you have a second?
Go for it.
Would Fire Shield work underwater?
Yep.
Similar to Firebolt?
Yep.
Okay. I will cast that on myself.
Okay.
But will it go out as soon as she gets in the water?
No, that's
No,
what she's asking.
Yeah.
So does it work underwater?
Shut
I
up.
believe it does.
He said that the firebolt worked underwater, but if she cast it from outside of the water, that it
see
would
what you're
dissipate
saying.
as soon as it hit the water.
Does
Yeah.
anyone know who Sarah is?
Steven.
Sorry.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Say it again. Wow.
Is that good?
Ugh.
I don't know yet. So you're doing fire shield.
Bio
Get to bio shield already.
This is my will of magic.
Can this episode be called Whittle Magic?
Time for a wibble dibble spell.
Is fire shield concentration?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, there's water in the lake.
But it is duration 10 minutes.
No concentration, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Second episodes of the night are always more fun.
I am very low on my spells.
Can I?
Yeah. Let's also hold on before we do get into
There's so
this.
many things.
Because we did not complete a long rest.
I did, suckers.
You did. Can we just get like tell me your hit points
Exactly.
around the
13.
table? 13. Okay. Nemo.
Oh, 45.
45.
With 40.
Okay.
Gwynrick.
Gwendolyn.
Sorry, what?
Stone,
points.
what are your hit points?
Julie.
69.
Did you keep mine up to date?
Nice.
No, it's just a number.
28.
It's not.
Cool. Okay. And then Laura, is there something
It's
you
a
wanted to do?
lifestyle.
42.
Was there something you wanted to do?
Oh, sorry, yes. I want to dip all of my arrows in the spider venom.
Okay. Great.
Congratulations,
Give
you
it-
played yourself.
Give it a taste of its own medicine.
Venison.
Venison. Wait, I had one a really long time ago that I didn't get to say until after the fact. Hey, Nemo, would you say that you're in a process of finding yourself? Get it?
Kind of looking like a clown right now, bro.
And then if you're in the water, you're like a fish. Like a clownfish.
Why is one of your arms short?
That seems sudden.
Why is your dad named Marlin?
Is that an omen?
Look out for that
Anemone. It's a hard word. Be careful. Okay.
Now that is entirely out of our system, and we will never do anything like that again.
Shout out to Australia!
You got a bonus.
Australia!
Australian
42 water.
current. What's it
Wallaby
called?
Way, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia.
All right.
They're so mad
King
right
Leo's
now.
really stressed.
On the borderline of death, y'all have escaped this spider and found a place to rest, and it has hunted you down, and you are now in the mindset of people on the border, on the edge of death, being hunted by this creature that has found you yet again. And Strokoth is unmoving, within the hands of Pilgrim. You have used your rapid disposition. You're up again if you'd like to do it back.
Yes, I'm gonna rapid disposition back to them.
Right. You can grab Strokoth and move him over.
No, the hut's gonna explode.
Now I cast water.
Well, I'm not gonna go into the hut. I'm just gonna appear beside it.
What else would you all like to do?
Misery, can you poly yet? Can you poly yet, bro?
No, I have
So the spiders didn't
Wait.
do anything when I went over there and took its prey and left.
I have an idea. What if we take turns going in and out of the hut? If all of us leave the hut, does it disappear?
I don't know if we have time for like idea stuff anymore. Do we?
Wait, it hasn't even started to attack.
Are you talking
so
as
we
Laura?
could actually
That's what I'm
run.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the hut disappear if everyone leaves it?
If I leave it.
If you leave it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. Okay. Why don't you stay back as long as possible, and we take turns coming in and out of it, so that way we can save ourselves. Is that a bad idea?
And the spider's attacking us and we just dodge back into the hut.
You
and
mean
someone
like-
leaves at the same time?
And we keep resting.
No.
Run and sleep from.
I feel like there's no
I
point
meant
to
to
the hut.
protect.
I'm not a fan of that idea.
Well, ultimately,
No,
we can
28
protect
divorce.
ourselves by just swimming in the water.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
that's
no
fair.
point in
Okay.
the hut unless we're
All right.
swimming, so let's
Never mind.
just-
Forget it.
Let's
All right. What else would anyone like to do?
I'm a big
swim.
fat dummy.
It's still not attacking?
No one's
Really?
getting eaten.
Okay, totally gonna say. Okay, really, like for serious, for real. Should we keep resting?
Deadass.
No.
It's not moving. though.
Deadass. Should we keep resting?
Rest is busting.
Yeah, honestly, it for sure is. I guess.
I mean, I know.
They would say.
Like, I could
I don't know,
take
it's real. I thought I'd find it on the way.
I could take getting
The spider like slinks down and goes, head ass, y'all should just go to sleep.
Oh my god. Head ass.
LMAO.
Is the
guys-
spider Timothy Chalamet?
Oh, God.
I think that's who the spider is.
This is.
We're getting older by the second.
Yeah.
Man, I really hope your dad listens to this episode. Oh, man.
He won't. Maybe his friends will. Maybe my cousin Joe will. Hey, Joe.
And then he'll be like, what's dead ass mean? Like they're dead?
My pastor dad would never.
Okay, I vote that we keep resting
Dexter.
as long as the spider isn't moving. But
You're insane.
I mean, you think we should run for the water now?
Before it attacks, so that it can't gain advantage if we run from it.
That's
I
a good point.
run
That's
for
true.
the water.
Okay, I guess we're
And the
going.
tiny hut explodes.
Mr. done talking, I guess.
Can we sleep in the water?
Let's all go in the water.
Can
Okay.
we sleep with the fishes?
Maybe there's a cavern in the water.
Yeah, run for the water.
Y'all do go around for a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the water.
It happened.
No, that was fun.
Okay,
It happened.
when you run for the water,
There's a lady in the water.
I'd like everyone to roll a dexterity check.
No! The
Goodness.
water is electric. Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Dex save?
Dex check.
A dex check.
Just d20 plus dex score.
Okay.
13.
Dex mod. 13.
Oh,
19.
Oh no, wait.
Dex acrobatics?
No,
Dex
it's
is
just the
dex.
dex modifier.
Sorry, 20. 30,
11.
20.
Wherever you're, like, however you get them like this.
The big six.
17.
On the mobile.
Okay.
No. No.
Mine's 21.
Okay.
Anyone?
Dang, we're killing it.
I don't know how to get
Where is it at on the mobile? Oh.
In the first
It's all the way at the top. You just see
Ability
like your
save
main
senses.
stats.
I
Oh.
got a 4.
Okay.
Fell and tripped.
And I got a 4.
I tripped. I was like, hey guys, enjoy the water breathing.
He trips and rolls all the way into the water.
As you all leave the hut, you can feel the magical pulse of it fade once Misery steps out of it. Your eyes run up to the top where the mushroom shelves are, and ahead of you, you can see the water splashing, and every ripple that goes out is like a bright blue pulse of Gwendolyn and Thule, who are up ahead in the front. Lorelith then makes it up there. Who is carrying Strokeoff?
You were,
Were we
weren't
able
you?
to grab him?
I was, yeah. I guess I was stuck my arms
Can
around
you
it.
hold?
Okay.
Can you carry him?
How big is he?
Yeah, you can. What was your dex check for your first roll?
11.
Make another one at disadvantage since you're holding Strokeoff as well.
So that's my second one, or you want me to do 2?
That is your second one.
Okay, well, this is a nat 1.
No.
So, as Nemo is running forward with Strokeoff in his hands, make a dexterity save for me with disadvantage as well.
If he dies.
No, it's not. He is
Oh, well.
Sally's correct.
That's another nat
Strokeoff,
1.
not Nemo.
Perfect.
No, it is not. 2 nat ones?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Okay.
Can we? Is
Hold on.
Joffrey?
You don't see any of this yet.
Oh, okay.
So you take 22 bludgeoning damage.
From what?
We're getting there.
Okay.
A stalagmite.
You got shot in the head.
he runs into a stalagmite.
Sure, why not?
And Pilgrim.
Sorry. I got excited and
Over
threw
the
everybody over here.
Okay.
It was fun.
You see him carrying Strokeoff.
Wolfie's so much bigger.
And then you all look back to see where is everybody. You're looking towards the water. You start to dive underneath. Everyone else is fully submerged, and you're panicking to look. And the faint blue light is then choked out by some of the water, and you can just barely see the faces of everyone else around. And you obviously are like, well, wait, Strokeoff, and you look back and you don't see Pilgrim or Strokeoff. And so Lorelith surfaces up to go and peek, and from the back you can see Pilgrim, you've got what you feel and know is just a heavy, dense ball of this web that just has like dropped down onto you, and your arms are moving slowly, and you feel like you're in like this thick molasses just trying to move around. Plus, with stroke off in your arms, you're trying to get over to the water, but it has just immensely slowed you down as this heavy weight has also hit you. It knocks the breath out of your lungs, and you're just stopped in this moment, panicking, not seeing anything where it has come from either. Now we can roll initiative.
Also, for reference, fire shield gives a bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light in a 10-foot.
Okay, and it's on you?
Beyond that. Yeah, it's on me.
Okay, so from that, you do see more of everyone's bodies. It's not just dim faces, but Tuli is glowing in the lake and illuminating everyone around.
5.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
What's the total? What do you add to that?
No, right.
Oh, I didn't do anything to initiative.
22.
Sorry, what are we doing? Just rolling initiative? Mm-hmm. Is there an opportunity for, like, Gwen to go back and try and grab them, or no? It's just right into initiative?
Right now we're in initiative. Okay. As you look back and notice this, now the... what's your total with?
22.
Okay.
I got 15. I'm sorry.
That one's at 7.
Towards the back,
probably. 17?
15.
15. Tuli's at 15. Anyone higher than 15?
16.
Okay.
Or
What do you have?
19.
Okay. Which, Lorelith, you're still higher than, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pilgrim?
12.
Okay. Which is lower than Misery, higher than Tuli, right?
No, I'm 15.
No, she had 15.
I'm
Okay.
15, so
Gotcha.
I'm
And
higher
then
than-
Felon?
7.
7. Which, I'm sorry, Pilgrim, what was yours? 12? Okay.
Stroke off?
Shortcut is with Lorelith.
He's with mine.
Great.
Yep.
Lorelith, you're up.
Can I see the spider?
No.
It's still invisible.
Mm-hmm. There have been no sounds. As immediately as you surface, you still kind of water in your ears as well. But ever since you saw some of the mushroom be disrupted from earlier, and once you all kind of recollected and everything started moving, and then you try to get a sense of where it was again, completely still.
I don't even know what I can do. I know what I can do. I'm gonna cast. Do I have to be able to see the spider to cast Hunter's Mark?
You do.
Okay. Then instead, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals on Wolfie.
Okay.
Whoa.
And try to talk to him.
All right. What do you say?
Strokoff, are you okay? Do you think you can fire breathe out this one? It's not how elegantly I wanted to word it, but I can't do anything else.
Looking back and seeing Pilgrim kind of fighting through some of the webs and just kind of rolling his shoulders and continuing to kind of trudge and push forward. Strokoff, much like Rowdy in Scrubs, stiff-legged, carried by Pilgrim with his both arms underneath. He's not responsive. He's not physically moving around or anything.
Okay. The web that dropped on them
Is invisible.
is invisible.
Why?
I can't do it. How close are they to the water?
Halfway, so yeah, probably around 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right on that, 15 feet. Gwendolyn, you're up.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guess I'm done. And
I'm sorry, I just meant on deck, so
Oh,
you're
okay.
fine.
But that was it, right? I
Okay,
cast
yeah, I mean,
but
use
I
your
cast
action.
one spell, that's it, right?
Yeah.
But does he get to do anything?
Shogoth?
Yeah.
I don't see him do anything.
All right.
Gwendolyn, you're up.
So I realize at this point not everyone is under the water.
Yeah. As you're thinking, and you've plunged into this water, it feels cold. It's very chilled water, and your clothes are in it, feeling kind of heavy. You can feel the water kind of soak in. You get that density to it. The water, you breathe in thickly, and you have the instinct to cough and choke it out, but then also it has the effects of breathing air, and so your mouth completely ends up filling with water. You can feel it in your nose, and you can feel this thickness as if the air were really heavy within your body as you're inhaling in water and expelling it out too.
Down with the thickness returns. Another possible time. I will rage. I am underwater, so I can't attempt to sing my song that I hum to myself, so it doesn't matter. I will leave the water and go stand by Shogoth and Pilgrim. And still can't see anything, right?
Like spider specifically?
Spider specific.
Correct.
I guess I'll be right here. I just see that he's like covered in web, or I can't even see it, I guess.
Correct.
I just don't know where it... Do I have an idea of where we last saw it? Like which wall?
I don't think you ever saw it.
Okay. I know, but people saw it. They might have said. I'm just gonna stand here with them.
Okay.
Protectively, and hold an attack until there's any sort of movement.
Okay. Misery, you're up,
Near
and
me.
then Tuli.
I'm going to use Mantle of Inspiration to give 8 temporary hit points to 4 people.
I don't need any.
Tuli?
8 temporary hit points.
I said 4. No, 8. Yeah, 8.
You said 8 to 4 people.
8 to 4 people, yeah. Tuli, Nemo, Felon, 8, and
Shogoth.
Drogoth. Yeah. Why not? And that's bonus action. I don't know.
If you decide to hold an action, you would also name whatever trigger point would cause you to react.
Swimming in the water. I'm going to hold. This is like a shatter.
Okay.
I did it with all I got. If I see it. Cool. So if it comes into, that's 60 feet. If it comes into view, 60 feet. Shatter.
Okay. Very trigger happy, ready. Just as soon as it happens, you see it, it happens.
No matter who's in the way.
Julie.
Okay. For Dispel Magic, it says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say I have to see them.
Correct.
So, how do you think this would work? If I would just want to, like, I'm trying to just, like, cast Dispel Magic up, because I am thinking maybe this creature is using some kind of magical ability to hop planes or, like, invisibility spell or something. And so I want to try and dispel that.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I'd let that happen in some type of wave where you're specifically focusing on that.
Okay. Julie kind of like raises both hands and like sinks down a little bit because she's doing that and like casts Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
And she's like twirling her wand in one of the hands.
Yes.
Shoots herself in the face.
She goes, "What should I cast?"
Okay. And at the surface of the water, as you cast this up, as if it were cast through the water with the ripples going out, up above, you can see the arcane energy just kind of waft up through the air and kind of shimmer in through reality up ahead, trying to make contact with the spider. What level are you casting this at?
I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Okay. As it echoes up and forward, and you can see the waves of it hit the top of the mushrooms, and they all just kind of rattle and shake as you do that forward and above. It makes contact with nothing. It either has no effect, or you missed, or whatever, but you don't see any spider appear from you doing that.
Okay. It's my turn.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm gonna try and get back to Pilgrim.
Okay.
So as far as I can get close to him.
Okay.
And if I can, I would like to hug him with my fire shield to try and cut through some of the...
Okay.
Yeah, I could really use that.
Because you're submerged in the water, your movement speed is halved.
Okay.
So your swimming speed is 15 feet. So you're able to get to the edge of the water, but not quite all the way up to where he is. Well, hold on. If he was moving at half speed, as you all made it to... You all shouldn't have been without out of range for you to go back and get him. I'll let you go back and make contact with him.
Nice, okay. Yeah. I'm not, like... I'm just kind of, like, falling on him.
Yeah.
To try and, like, cut through whatever is holding him.
Yeah, so for that matter, everyone's, like, at the edge of the water. Okay, and as you do that, you do move through this thickness of invisible webs, and as your body makes contact with it, like when you held the fire to the webs, all around Pilgrim, in about a 10-foot radius, you just see wisps of fire.
I just run in a circle.
No, well, as you make contact, it all just
nice.
And goes
Can
around.
I cook like a little pizza bread?
I'm sorry.
It doesn't hurt you, but it frees you, and so as you were struggling and trying to push through, you feel the freedom of all your movement come back. Appropriately, you're up.
Appropriately, and I'm gonna lash out at this spider with Mind Sliver, or lash out at wherever I guesstimate what came from the guy.
Is that a saving throw from the spider? I think it is.
Yes. The target has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
Does it say a target that you can see?
Oh, it does say that. That's true.
Okay.
Alright. Well, then maybe I won't do that, because I can't see anything.
You can hold it.
Huh?
You can hold that until you see it to then use that spell. So if you want to use your action to like kind of wait for that, that's an option.
Interesting. I think if I can't see anything, then I think that can I like try to connect with it through Mind Link?
Sure.
Well,
It says.
yeah.
It says hi.
I'm just gonna say, show yourself, coward. Yeah.
You can speak telepathically to any creature you can see.
No.
Cool. Well, I say that into nothing, and I'm still gonna chuck a knife up at.
Okay. Make an attack roll with that weapon with disadvantage.
We laugh. Watch it hit it.
Yeah.
Just like mage hand a knife, like really quickly across the whole cave,
Well,
like
good news, fam. It won't hit it.
every
That was
square
2
inch.
6s. There's 2 6s.
Just picturing a ghostly mage hand with a knife floating across.
Yeah. Honestly, hello.
Oh, are you like tossing it up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You hits the mushroom. Cool. Back down. Alright, next is
You're welcome, everyone.
the appearance of Shistroka.
No.
Drops down from the web and appears as it makes contact on the ground. We have a couple of held actions here, I think. Gwendolyn, it isn't within melee range for you to make an attack.
I'm shattering.
It's basically
You're
touching
shattering.
my back.
Gwendolyn, you can do yours first. What are you doing?
I thought you said it isn't.
It is.
Oh, I thought you said it isn't in melee range. I was like,
What is melee? Clearly, I don't know.
its talon is touching me.
It's scrapping my back.
I guess I'll try to stab it. I will
With?
with the dust glass hammer.
Stab it with the hammer,
Of
go for it.
course. Yeah.
Stab it with a hammer.
Yeah. I will
I smash it with a hammer.
add 3 to the attack roll, I guess, because it's important to hit it, because 1 hit will do quite a lot. Doesn't hit. It's a 7. Well, it's an 11, I'm sure.
Does not hit.
Can I still do my second attack? Since it was
Yes, a held action is still everything you can do with that action.
Figured out that its armor class was 16.
Oh. Yeah, 20 something, but not
Yeah.
natural
Go
20.
for it. Also,
I just mean that we knew from last time.
just a reminder, we do have Norse Foundries, Joffrey back for the second session.
Stupid. I want my strength back for whatever took it away.
Oh, yeah.
11. Is it dead? How's it doing? How's it look?
It looks like it just got hit with a hammer. It's slightly stabbed. All right.
Wait, stabbed?
She said,
With a
"I'll stab
hammer?
it." Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. And we have a shatter on its point.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a larger creature, so with that size of it, I'll let you pick if Thule, Gwendolyn, Lorelith, or Jacques has to make the saving throw from shatter. You have to hit one of them.
What? Because I have to put it in the middle of it?
Yeah.
I want. What were my choices? None of them were Gwen.
Jacques, Lorelith, actually Thelen, Gwen, or Thule.
Is it a wisdom saving throw?
You don't know.
No, it's a Constitution. And I'm picking who has to make the thing.
Save with the spider. Yeah.
I guess
You could pick
it's
Gwen.
gonna be Jacques because he's not in our party.
Oh my gosh!
I have
All
a
right.
plus 5 constitution for next time.
You weren't one of those choices.
I thought
Yeah, yeah,
No, she was.
Oh, you were.
I was twice.
I was like, was Gwen one of the
I
choices? Okay, definitely you.
Gwen's here.
Because you're constitution.
Gwen's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Gwendolyn, you have to make a con save.
It's probably not going to go well, guys.
You gotta be a 15. Oh, my rolling. Nice.
15, 18 plus
Nice.
Right.
That's
Shishirka
I'm
rolled a
fine.
17.
anyway.
So
I am
both
not
saved. Is there half damage on the save?
Yeah.
Thule?
Does this count as a new day? So that I can roll my
Not
thread
until you
weavers?
complete the long rest.
Okay. But Threadweaver, the spider.
9 thunder damage.
I take that too.
You take half that.
So 4.
Did the spider pass as well?
It did.
Yeah.
Alright, those are our 2 held actions. Is no more? Okay. Gwendolyn,
Yeah,
you were the focus of its attack.
great.
And so, as it appears behind you at that time, but you turn and swing your first attack, missing and just going right in front of its face, but your second one hitting, and hitting right on top of its head. It then pushes its pincers forward as you're kind of keeping its face back with your hammer, and you can see this massive talons kind of coming through. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it pushes it, you feel your elbows buckle, and your hammer comes straight up close to your face as both of your shoulder blades get pierced by the piercers, the pincers.
The pincher winchies.
You're going to take 16 piercing damage, halved to 8. And if you can make a constitution saving throw for me.
9.
9 total.
9 total.
Okay. You
Do
fall
I die?
unconscious.
I have poison defense. Doesn't matter.
Against poison
Okay.
damage, right?
Yeah, okay.
You want, okay. Yeah. And then okay, that's it for its turn. Felon, you're up.
Helen comes up out of the water and says, Marco.
We're all dead.
We are deceased. Ellen comes up and casts Blight at the spider.
That's a good one.
Okay.
It needs to make a con save of 15.
Don't do it, spider.
Rolls an 11.
Yes.
Alright, so 8d8.
What?
It is, yeah.
This is a 4th level spell as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him.
Alright, let's go. 7. Will somebody add this up?
Uh-huh.
My brain.
7.
I love math.
4.
Okay.
2. 2. 4. 2. Get out of here, 2. 6.
Alright.
4.
31.
31.
31.
I said it first.
You did.
31.
According to research, it's 30.
Survey says.
Okay. The creature, as it's biting down on Gwendolyn, gets this blast of dark blackish purple energy that leaves its whole side seared and open, and within it you can see greenish ooze start to pour out, and the flesh is just starting to decay and roll back. Nice. Action. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Next to that, right after you are done, it turns over to the side. Tuli, its long limbs start to just twist and wrap around you as you are standing next to it.
So it's gonna take damage for doing that.
It's technically not attacking you.
Well, it says... Okay, yeah. It says, whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack.
Okay, this is not a melee attack. Dang it. But what is happening is, as its arms start to kind of weave and spin around you, you can see webbing is just dropping from its limbs as it's doing this and just wisping into fire right in front of you.
I just stand there like,
And so that takes no effect on you as it starts to screech and reel from the damage that it took, and as it's panically trying to wrap you up, you're just you've been protected by that, by your shield. Bringing us to Lorelith.
Respectfully, second.
I
best
am
wishes. Cordially.
going to cast a Hunter's Mark. Nope.
I know for sure fit in the containment chamber. Let's do that. It's fine.
Oh, now.
No, it's too big
It'll
now.
fit.
You threatening me?
Stand far.
Because Wolfie is unable to move,
Mm-hmm.
this says that I get to use his attack, or I get to use his action to... No, that's not fine. No.
What are you looking at?
What are you talking?
Features and traits.
I wonder...
What are you on Studio for?
Hunter's Mark might make it if it disappears again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sally, stop metagaming.
Yeah, Sally.
Gosh.
That was all Sally.
Stop! Gosh.
Where did it go? On any of your turns, when your beast companion doesn't attack, you can use a bonus action to command. No, never mind.
Okay.
That sounded interesting.
It did.
I was gonna say
I misread
and
it.
your beast companion.
It misread it. I thought it said that if it can't, that you can. But I was wrong. Okay. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
2nd level.
Okay.
And
Now it's wearing a stupid hat.
Now it's
that's
Now it looks foolish.
the
Yep. Ridiculous.
end of my turn.
It's wearing roller skates.
That's your bonus action.
yeah. That's fun.
Oh, okay. Sweet. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna grab one of my really cool dust glass things that's also dipped in its own venom.
Yep.
Oh.
Its own venison.
Okay, cool.
Roll it.
For the listeners at home, that was me pulling out my bow.
Knocking my bow.
All right. Beepity beepity.
For the listeners at home, that was her rolling dice.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I moved when I was trying to get it back because I
Just
didn't
roll.
read. Okay.
Just roll it.
That's on purpose.
For listeners at home, she's rolling again.
Talk about John Wick.
No.
Gosh.
All right, roll one more.
Joffrey? Huh?
Roll your next attack. You get 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you missed.
That's right.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Dice rolling is the real ASM.
18.
Great. That'll hit.
Yeah.
Plus stuff.
Yeah, plus stuff.
Yep.
Longbow.
It says, oh no, I'm high on my own
D8.
supply.
D8 plus your dexterity.
Plus 4. Plus 11. No. 11. But also because of Hunter's Mark,
Yes.
there's more.
Yep.
So it's 11. Oh my gosh.
Boom.
An additional d6. Nice! 17.
Again?
Zach.
I love that.
17 total damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Is the poison doing anything to it?
You don't know both because you have no idea what this venom does.
Okay.
And being able to perceive it right now, you're not sure either.
Michael has a question.
Yes.
If she hits in the open wound that I caused, or that Ellen caused, does that do anything? Like, is its defense down or anything?
Not at this point, but perhaps over time or
Looks
something.
cool though.
After Lorelith is Gwen.
Okay.
Right. I did that to Felon the whole last combat.
Yeah, and we're sick of it.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot to keep track of, you know.
Your job is easy.
Do
Okay. Yes. Then after Gwenlyn is Misery.
I don't even get to try.
Oh, you get nothing.
Welcome to Felon's life.
You lose! We can see it now.
What?
Chris Lundhelm.
Chris, look.
And John! And Lilith!
Yeah.
Where are their
What?
Where are they?
What's
happening?
I think we should just win.
On a typical.
I'm gonna take away Chris's miniature to give him the die back.
Back on the play.
And
Who is this?
him, knowing what's going on.
That's Lilith.
That's Jacques.
Oh, no? That's Jacques?
Yeah.
The woman? The tall woman is Jacques?
Yeah,
Egyptian.
miniatures are an analog, okay? So, Chris, knowing exactly what's going on, with a face of bravery that says, all right, I know what I need
this?
to do.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Chris Lundhelm steps over, grabs Gwenlyn, and says, No! We need you in this! And then wakes Gwenlyn up, and this is before her turn. He should have went earlier, so.
Yay!
Most valuable
The
player.
threatening work.
Then he grabs his hammer and is face to face with Shostroka, right in the middle, in the danger zone.
Oh my gosh.
Gwenlyn, you're up.
Do you need to add them into initiative or whatever?
No, I'm
Just
good.
do you need to take a second?
I got it right here.
Do I have to do something to stand up, or is it all
Nope,
just fine?
you're fine. All is just fine.
All is just fine.
Is there a highway coming?
You can shake people awake for poisoning.
No, we did
Well, it
this
wasn't-
last time.
It wasn't
I was-
poison.
I know.
because
I was telling you that
Okay.
as a statement.
You can wake people up.
I will
Yeah,
hit
That's good to know.
Yeah,
and get some temp hit points because I'm probably gonna need them.
that's how we got Fallon up last time. Yeah, was
Good job, Chris.
someone went over to him and was like, "Hey,
Wake up.
Hey, man.
Someone tell the spider I'm more bestial.
What did you turn into?
I just get more bestial when I shift.
Oh, that's it.
She gets furry.
She's like a beast.
Like in Monsters Inc.
Yeah, exactly. I think we should take -3 of the attack to try and get the more damage. Yeah. Michael's my dice consultant. Frick!
Joffrey?
A natural one.
Yeah, I mean,
Joffrey?
I have 2 attacks, so I don't know if I should use Joffrey on just a normal hit.
I'll stop saying Joffrey after every single one.
And again, -3 to the attack.
Joffrey?
Really?
Well, okay. Hang on.
Math.
16.
If you say 16, I say it hits.
Yeah. It was.
So we should just say 16 every time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Where did my
Heck yeah.
damage die go?
Imagine hitting the enemy.
Did I lose it?
This is crazy. What?
Oh, is this it?
For D12?
A D10, right?
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I got confused.
so sorry.
I also don't know where my D12 is. So. Anyway. Great. It's a 1, so.
Brutal.
5. Oh, yeah, plus the 5 to the attack. So 10 damage.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. Those both your attacks.
And a bonus
And your bonus
action.
action. Which, just increase your armor class, you don't get the temporary hit points because, well, you would have lost the temporary hit points from his mantles that he gave you, right? Because you took damage from an attack.
Yeah, but I just now shifted. I didn't shift before.
I didn't give any to her.
That's it. Okay, we're good.
I have my own.
Yes,
You
that's what I was making
stupid
sure
dog
was
instead.
that we took over all the temp health. Okay. After Gwendolyn, who's around it? Chris Lonehound. It's going to start weaving its legs around, and as Chris wakes Gwendolyn up and then grabs the hammer and looks forward, then you start to see his elbows get tucked into his sides and the hammer gets clutched into his chest, and he guys, and then he's just like curled up and like you can see it just like crushing in on him after Tully's Pilgrim. I'm sorry, after Gwendolyn is Misery.
Hey.
Not learning. Alright.
Well, there's an N or a P before that C, I don't care. Non or player character.
Chris.
I get it.
Non-player Chris.
Non-player Chris.
I'm a player.
Alright.
I'm the most valuable one.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
Not to Misery.
Okay.
Nemo's swimming out to sea!
All that to say, I'm gonna do Bestow Curse.
Okay, physical touch, yeah. Pushing through.
Physical touch is its love language.
It's curse language, what are you talking about?
It's curse language.
Fourth level spell? Third.
It's third.
Okay.
Goodness. Do I have to choose before it saves? Well, it doesn't matter, yeah.
What kind of save are you making? Speak my language.
15 wisdom.
15 wisdom save.
Wiz.
Nice. Oh. Roll a 10.
Hey!
Stupid
Plus
spider.
It's not wise. Alright. I think I'm doing this one. This one's the good one. So, while cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Okay, what kind of save does it make, sir?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save? Okay.
15.
I know I have a cursed doohickey. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah. There it is. Good. Thank you. Okay.
And
2
this
hats?
Last 1 minute. So.
Okay.
Wow.
And concentration?
And it is concentration.
2 hats.
Let's give Misery a hat.
Misery, can you say that again? What happens to it?
It has to make a wisdom saving throw every turn, or else it doesn't do it.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Until it makes a wisdom save.
Any bonus action?
Let's do. Jeez, bro. I'm gonna do Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
on. Who do I give this to? Who's my best friend?
Switch that one for the black one.
I think I'm gonna give it to Gwen. She's rolling so terribly.
Thanks.
Here you go.
Some of them are going well.
Right. And then after Misery is now forward.
I will pull for you.
Okay. I would like to. What I would like to do is get kind of like do a spin and like get in between Chris and the spider if I can.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to touch Chris. I just want to get close enough that the fire from me.
No one wants to touch Chris.
I want to like bump up against him, but what I'm trying to do is cast Agonizer Scorcher like straight down its throat, basically.
Okay. Yeah. That's a dex save, yeah?
Yes. Dex 15. Half damage on a failed.
Right there.
What a 9.
Yes. Okay.
Has not been making its saves.
Yeah.
I'm only casting it at second level.
Don't bring
but-
attention to it. Bless
We
you.
gotta do that beforehand.
What?
We gotta. It's on me. We gotta declare a spell level beforehand.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the only one I can possibly do.
Okay, that's great.
So,
Yeah, just we need to get in the habit to remember
saying
that
beforehand?
before any rolls are made, you have to say the spell level.
okay,
But
sorry.
you're good.
Okay.
You know what? You're not good, actually. I'm pretty mad.
I'm pretty upset. Oh, it's only 13.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Okay.
I'm like hand slap.
Any bonus action? Anything else?
No.
Okay, we've got now Pilgrim. Pilgrim.
Did you sing anything to me for the Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah. Let's go back to that moment.
What did you?
Oh, I said.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna. Here's a thought. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver at it.
Yeah.
That is a thought. That's like a sliver of a thought.
Is that the one that makes it feel stupid?
It's gonna make a.
Yeah.
It's gonna make an intelligence saving throw.
16.
Squeezes its mind.
I don't know. There's no saving throw listed here, but probably.
What is your intelligence mod?
What is your
Mhm.
intelligence?
My intelligence mod is +2,
Okay.
and then my base is 15. So +2.
No. It's 8 plus 2 is 10 plus your proficiency modifier, which is
For intelligence?
3. No, for this particular how to do spell saves. Just proficiency. Is it still 3? It should be more than that, I thought.
It's 3.
Okay, so it's 13 is your save for those, which so it passes that. Cool. Anything else?
Well, I guess I can do a bonus action.
Is it intelligence? Like, I still use my charisma for my
His is intelligence.
I mean, my sneak attack is. Well,
Yours is good.
sneak attack is
Yours
under
would be
bonus actions, though, right?
Mine is intelligence.
Yes, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, intelligence.
I thought you were pointing at me.
Wisdom, nothing. What do you want to do with the bonus action?
I was going to do my sneak attack. I can't tell if it's under bonus
No,
action.
that is in addition to regular attacks. When you're doing damage.
Here I come, fellas. I'm going to shove it.
Nice. Shove it.
It makes a strength save, right?
Yep.
Rolled a 15.
It sure saved that.
Okay. It now needs to make a wisdom save because of that miserable curse.
Excuse me?
Ha. Ha.
Roll a 4. So,
Nice.
Correct.
you see as it gets ready to strike down on Chris Lonehelm, pushing around and trying to get through Thule, but you can see that its range does extend beyond her. Then Misery, almost controlling it with his hand forward, and it starts to move and wave as his hand is still extended forward on that. It kind of freezes up and doesn't get to fully complete its action. If I'm not mistaken, the curse is it doesn't get to use its action. Okay. That is snuffed out, and next is then
Who's number 1?
the spider. The spider's number 1. Go to number 1 best stat by the 2 kids you killed.
Number 1.
Why can't I remember the name?
Schmitty von Schmern.
Schmitty Werben
Can you
Jaeger.
do bonus actions
Our
first?
10-year-old selves would be very upset.
I'm going to.
Joey's would be so proud.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shift and just get Well, I can't get temporary points on top of it, can I?
If you're larger, you can take the larger ones, but
I'm at 48 out of 53.
no, whatever your temp you would add.
And what did you
What would you be trying? I gave you 8.
Okay, it's 8, so that's pointless.
Your mushroom one's bigger though, isn't it?
Yes, but I don't believe I can use
Okay.
that. Can I use that?
What? My temporary boyfriend?
I do have one of those. I'm gonna be honest, so I'm not too worried about this spider right now. I can only cast one more spell until I'm completely out of anything that actually does anything.
Dang, bro.
Well, aren't you an elf though?
Yeah.
By sleeping as an elf.
For real.
What's back here? Like, how does this go?
Yeah, you get another like 20-ish feet before you get to the cave wall.
I feel like I feel like what I would probably do is just cast Gust of Wind on it so that its movement speed is, so I can push it back 15 feet away, and then it has to use double to.
Is that at the start of its turn?
1 foot is 2.
It makes a saving throw be pushed back, or does it do it immediately?
It has to make a saving throw of 15 strength.
Immediately or at the start of its turn is my question. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must do the strength saving throw. So once it gets back around to its turn, it might get pushed back.
Okay. And that's all I can do, so that's what I would do.
Yeah. Okay. At the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action, which is separate from the cursed action that you were taking away from it. And so with that, it's going to attack Julie, who's right in front of it right now. 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. And so Misery still like kind of twisting and moving in his dark magic. This creature is unable to complete its attacks and be successful. Greg Sloanhelm, wrapped up, just starts to, in the freedom of not being attacked or anything.
So, Dan, one thing for that.
Yep.
I was trying to back up into him so that my fire would start to cut through his webs.
Right. Well then, as he starts to kind of push and fight, and then the fire, you see like the most thick version of it you've ever seen. There's a big wall of fire just. He's like, yeah. All right. He gets his hammer out, but that's it for his turn. More you're up.
All right. Here I go. Do the same thing.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Here I go killing again.
Here I go again on my
With my bow.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my hunter's mark with the poison arrows again. Oh my gosh. 8 plus 7?
15.
15.
It's not dead.
17
Yes.
plus 7 is a lot.
Yeah.
7 boys. 6 is 13.
Okay. Alright. After the side that was blown off by this blight that is eating away at its side, and your first arrow going wide, but then another one now slipping in, making contact with its bug parts. I was trying to think,
That's happening.
yeah, that's one of them.
Oh
yeah, back to 7th grade biology.
Michael knows about bugs.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
Your arrow sinks in, and you can start to see this. The fluid is kind of pouring out of it, and one of its legs is like broken off by the time that this light is getting off, and it's starting to look pretty rough at this point. Gwendolyn, you're up in Adam. I'm up in Black Adam.
Well, I have this now. I could do the -3. I can just add it to an attack roll. So I could do the -3.
Do it.
Hire Michael for dice consultation. Okay, I'll do the -3.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't need it that time.
Yes.
Then -3, so 12, but +4 is 16, so
Hits.
when we say 16, he says it hits. And yeah. 8 damage. I'll try again for the second attack with -3. Cool. 16 on its own, even without anything.
Yeah.
So dirty 20. Save the bardic inspiration for another book. And or 6. I can. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I can't add it to.
You can't add it to damage.
I can't add it to damage.
cannot add it to damage.
I can't add it to damage.
You have been stopped.
Joey,
You can add it to damage.
don't do that to me with your eyebrows.
Anything else for your turn?
There's too many people for me, so no.
Okay.
I've shifted, I've raged, I can't be.
At the end of your turn, it's going to do an additional legendary action.
Great.
Our friend Thule.
No.
It's a 19 on the die, so it's going to be more.
That hits.
Okay. Make a con save for me, please.
Okie doke. Saving throw.
Does it get hit by the gust of wind before that?
This is not the same.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Oh no.
Should I use Joffrey?
So we have new characters for you.
Unrelated to what's happening right now.
You take 16 piercing damage. This is an attack, so it is going to take your shield, fire shield damage.
Okay. Let me do the 16 first. Alright. And do I take any more damage? Alright, and then it's going to take fire shield. The shield erupts in flame. The attacker takes 2d8 fire damage, which is 9. Actually, it was an 8 and a 1. The yin and the yang.
Wow.
Would you like to describe your kill?
The shield kill? The word that comes to mind is befuddled.
We don't even need this container.
That's crazy.
Oh.
You killed it with defense.
Savage.
Thule kills it.
Tuli killed it.
Like, it's kind of like going back like this, like trying to like catch to like do some kind of defense, deflect its legs or its melee attack somehow, and she like takes the hit, and then she sees the fire, almost like a solar flare, erupt out and like slice straight through, halfway through this spider, and it does the slow like crumble slide, samurai slide to the ground, and then Thule like almost in shock stares and is like, and then she kind of straightens up and goes, "The best offense is a good defense." And then you can see like a drop of sweat.
Wonderful. So, as most of you all
Did anyone ever wake up stroke?
No!
halfway into the water,
Sorry.
and you start to step out, and you can see the spider's legs all sprawled out, half of it eaten away by this blight, and then the rest cut in half by this wave of fire that came out from Tool.
Ooh, yeah, I'll put on.
Wow.
What happens next?
I'm running over to Strokeoff. And I'm gonna... I can feel the spider webs on him, because he's wrapped up, right?
You run over to him, and you can feel like a thick layer of the spider web around him.
I
I'm
get
gonna go over to help.
my dagger out and try to like...
You start cutting through it, and you can feel it pulling away, and you get down, and you're starting to touch fur.
I run over to help with produce flame.
Yeah, and then you see as all the web kind of burns away, and he's still unmoving. You can feel down towards his paws, and even his legs are stiff.
I do what I did to Fallon and just kind of start like trying to shake him and wake him up. And I'm trying to see how long. 10 minutes.
You're still good on that, yeah.
It's still good. Okay, so I'm also like talking to him. I'm like, Strokeoff, wake up, wake up, wake up, and I'm like shaking him.
Make a medicine check for me.
Hey, we have those stones that bring people back. So don't worry about it. People get
But they only.
people like dogs.
I was like, Joey's not gonna want to use it, so.
And also, nobody knows that he has those.
Wait, who has what?
Really?
Exactly. Good job.
17.
Okay. As you have your arms like deep into his fur and you're wrapped up in and you're shaking and trying to wake him up, you start to panic because his body is still stiff. And while you're doing this, you can feel a very slow heartbeat within him. But he seems completely solidly paralyzed. That your efforts to shake and wake him up, this is beyond unconscious.
Would Cure Wounds do anything?
I would say you're pretty well aware of the extent of what Cure Wounds would do, and that is more to do with like healing damage than it does restoring. Like this.
Can someone help me?
Make a with a nature check for me as well. Dylan, as you're looking this over, make a nature check for me as well. Or medicine, either one.
11.
Okay. In fact, Dylan, I'll actually give you advantage for this. For context, I'll give you later if you do well.
13.
Okay.
Oh man.
For the people listening at home, I was shaking Joffrey.
Oh, speaking of Joffrey.
Did y'all like to use them?
Maybe we should use Joffrey.
Yeah.
I do believe in Joffrey.
I have +4 on nature. What do you have?
I have 7 on medicine.
This was a nature check, though.
His was medicine or...
Oh, okay, great. You do it.
Does Joffrey come with advantage?
He is the advantage. You roll it and it's +5 and you're 7, so no matter what, it's that plus 13. 31, the highest roll we've seen.
Yeah.
You give him so much Tylenol.
Yes.
This is a deep set in of the toxin, and you also helped harvest the specific venom that can be refined into an antitoxin that can be used to restore him from this paralyzed state that he's in.
Wait, so I can bring him back?
This is your knowledge.
Well, I reached into my bag and grabbed the...
She has it.
Oh.
Oh.
It would have to be refined and worked on. You can develop an antitoxin from the toxin.
How?
We can save him.
Okay.
With the venom that we harvested from the baby spiders.
She pours it all over Phil.
How long does it take? I imagine it's concentration as well.
You rolled a 31, and so in the knowledge of all that whole process, you could probably refine it within about an hour of work with a steady fire.
Okay.
It's Taylor Swift's new album, Anti-Venom.
I need a torch in an hour,
Okay.
and I think I'll be able to bring him back.
Here's a torch.
Give me a torch, some cotton swabs, and a rubber band.
I'm on fire! Take me!
Tuli doesn't know anything about medicine or nature, but she knows about chi. And so she she stayed at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
I thought you said about cheese, and I was
like, stroke off the cheese tax.
The cheese.
So he's like, I think a nice brie would help this situation.
A nice brie. So she's like running her hands over Strokoff, trying to find like chi points or like anything
cheese
like that.
Isn't like 100% of the dog a cheese?
A cheese point.
So needs Gouda.
Make a wisdom check.
Okay. A cooking
Dog
check.
chi.
Find a dog's chakras.
You have to find the spot that makes me kick it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're not able to look at a specific
And then
points
put cheese on
of like tension or alignment that could potentially release this. However, like it was within the bounds of something you could have done. Like you're not very far fetched on what you were talking about.
You're a dog chiropractor. Have you seen that?
It could have happened. It was possible. Chris, kind of getting a sense of everything that's going on. How did you do that?
You're talking to you, right?
Tuli looks behind her. Oh, you're talking to me, Chris.
Yeah, like
Well, it didn't
flames
really do
shot from
anything,
your
though.
body.
Oh, wait, what did you say?
The part with the fire?
Oh, that was magic.
Oh, right. Why were you fondling that dog? No, the fire.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Where did you, what? Right. Okay. That was really awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You were pretty cool, too. You charged, like, right in there. That was awesome.
I woke Gwendolyn up. Hey, Gwendolyn, how you doing?
Hey, thanks, Chris.
Oh,
Thanks for
sorry if you're distracted right
Thanks
now.
for the
I'll talk
assist.
to you later.
No, that was a lot. Thanks for the assist. You did good, bud. You did good.
Lilith, are we gonna? And she's looking over the situation. We need to stay here for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You can go back to bed if you want.
And she just starts walking forward towards the two pathways and starts to inspect them a bit. Go ahead and, because you rolled so well too with Joffrey and everything, it was 31 is wild. Make a medicine check for me with advantage. Would anyone else like to be doing anything over an hour's time other than completing your long rest?
18.
Is that still the long rest?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was only a minute.
I know I'm not the best person for it, but our other two nature friends are otherwise occupied, so I want to see if there's like anything interesting I can cut out of the spider for like Monken, since we can't take
Sure.
the whole thing back, and no need to use the containment chamber. But I want to I lived in the woods, so I probably know a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to try to just like maybe find where like it's, I don't know,
Hot.
venom pouch would be. Maybe
Sure.
its heart as well.
Yeah.
Just anything I could like just cut up and, I don't know, preserve it in salt. What do you do?
Yeah. Make an animal handling check. It seems weird. Just do nature.
Yeah,
You're not
both are
trying
plus.
to, like,
Both are
interact.
plus zeros.
Okay. Also, by the time this hour is complete, you get to a point where the venom that you've been working inside the vial that it was contained in, you're able to refine it, where a lot of the thinner water-based parts of it do evaporate off, and by the time you do that and then add and mix in some of the other herbs and stuff that you carry that can help transform what would essentially be trying to attack Strokeoff and shift it into something that can actually help disperse what's going on with it, you eventually end up with a drinkable version of what would be an antitoxin.
I'd say before even asking or anything, just since it's done, I would run over and you're probably right next to me.
Yeah, I am.
And just say, we gotta get this in his mouth.
Okay.
All of it. You can't drop, you can't drip any. And so just go through that process of slowly holding his mouth open.
I was gonna say, I'll hold
being
his head
very
back.
careful and not wasting any of
Yeah.
the spill.
Okay. He starts to ingest that, just you're kind of pushing it down his throat and helping him ingest what you created. What was your roll there, Gwendolyn?
16.
Okay. As you start looking over just the body of it and trying to understand what parts would be good for harvesting in general, of course you get the talons off of its face.
Pincers.
The pincers. Its hide might be useful as well. And you wouldn't know what to do with it, but as you're walking over to it and looking at it, there are times that while you're looking at it, you can see it kind of dissipate and make it kind of hard to focus on. And so as you're thinking about the ways that people within your clan would just take the hides off of things and get abilities off of it, you just start to imagine ways that being turned into armor could be useful.
Cool.
And then, so physical things, the fangs, toxin things, the sac, or any type of venom that you can harvest from it, and then the hide, all three would be pretty useful.
Pincers or fangs? Or both?
Whichever, the same thing.
Really cool.
You said this is fangs and
Yeah.
Pincers,
Did you not get that?
okay.
Basically, as much as I can carry without being ridiculous.
This is you being aware of it, not
Yeah.
actually harvesting, but yes.
Yeah.
Then, as you were looking that over, Pilgrim, Misery, Julie, anything from y'all during this time?
I'm so tired and dead.
little sleepy time. Finish off that rest.
Yeah, same.
Sleepy time. Finish off the rest.
I was curious when it dropped down if it took any piece of mushroom with it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Your knife hit one.
Or did my knife? When I threw my knife up into the sky, did it knock any mushrooms down?
There's some juice on your blade.
Juice!
Or can
Okay.
you mage hand
Well,
one?
I'll probably, I'm kind of with Gwen investigating, just, in the same way I was checking out the fish. It's just, is there anything that seems connected to Death Blast or the bioluminescence or any of that?
Yeah.
With these creatures?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, specifically for those 2 questions, you don't see any relation with the mushroom or the glass. Okay. Strogoff starts to twist his head and he move around when his paw starts to twitch a bit. And then over the next couple of minutes, his legs start to just move and shakes up and just immediately looks over towards the spider. You see this big head roll as he just kind of looks around and is at every single person that's around. He looks them over. Eyes just lock to you and both paws up over your shoulders and beyond as he just starts to lick your face and kind of push in. But then there's a little bit of a whimper and his head is pushing your leg. He's kind of moving and wriggling and you're fighting out of your hand. As he then curls up and just starts to do little figure eights around your legs and up around you, Alan. And then it's just kind of looking back between the both of you and runs over to one, runs over to the other, just back and forth and just until eventually then back on you and it's just kind of curled up and then just rests full body weight into your arms.
He tells you all about
Yay! We're gonna end on the wholesome moment, I suppose.
He's alive.
He did it.
Don't say yes.
I did think about it. I wasn't going to.
Say what?
Sure.
Nothing.
Where'd the Ascar go?
Joey! Joey did it.
Is the spider's hide leather?
Gwendolyn and Thelen, y'all were kind of leading and looking at that. I think that would be a good pair. If you both want to make a survival check. Or one of you can have it with advantage because you're helping.
I don't need it. If you want to take it.
I don't need your sneaking advantage.
Gwendolyn, leave. Gwendolyn, just leave.
Go.
I rolled a 21.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Get out of here.
I bet I won't go well.
Make like an S in cargo.
You gotta use Joffrey now.
Yeah.
You can have advantage.
Wait, we already did.
Did we already use them this time?
Yeah,
Right?
we did.
You can use advantage.
No, then only one of us could roll.
Oh.
So I did not contribute. It's an 8.
Okay. Yeah, Thelen tells you to get out. But Thelen, you've worked on the smaller version of this, and so you feel pretty handy with it. The pincers, as I think Cassandra preferred, were able to be removed again, less like a larger one. So now you have a set of small ones, and you have these larger ones from Shostroka herself. In addition to that, Gwendolyn makes a comment and just talks about isn't there a source, a sack of where this venom would come from, and you follow and kind of trace in and you can find a source within the massive bulb in the back that you're able to extract, and it is a self-contained sack of it that is not spilling out or anything like that. You're able to cut it out pretty handily. And then lastly, a long section of kind of the back of it where you're able to get a large rectangle of the hide of this thing too. It's pretty gruesome, from both the blight that was taken out of one side, so you kind of get the biggest, best piece that you can. The interior of it is wet and would need to be dried out and processed, but you're able to kind of roll it up into this nasty looking kind of scroll-like thing, but it's a big tube of this hide that you can now kind of carry around on your back. It would have to be kind of tied on, and with the proper care and treatment, you could turn that into some type of natural featured armor that.
Would that give me bonus armors?
Bonus armor and potentially some extra features and stuff that are in line with Shostroka herself.
And we can do
Make a note of that so I don't forget that.
Yeah. Well, we can do 6
Once
stuff
we get out of the cave.
with the pinchers,
Yes,
where
make
you
some
have
daggers.
the on your back from the armor.
Oh, that would be cool. Man, that would go. Man, so good on Thelen too.
So good
Cool.
on Thelen. And
So,
then his
yeah.
mushrooms grow into pincers.
Yeah.
Do we need to do anything special for preserving, or Thelen would be good at that
we would have
anyway?
handled and taken care
I
of all
thought
that.
Gwen would be, but apparently not.
And then I think with our last moments too, complete a long rest. You all can take a last.
Wow.
Thank
Laurel, it's what the hell are you talking about?
Bam.
I've been done.
Yeah.
There's not a chance that my spell slots go back to normal.
If you did spell slots beforehand, then no.
I did.
Yeah, your long rest is already complete.
Right.
But yeah, everyone, you can do the long rest, refill on your health, spell slots, features, all of that can reset.
Heck
Ego whip is back.
I tried to note long rest and I wrote long health.
Long health, much rest.
Long health, much rest.